The holidays are supposed to be a time of joy, connection, and warmth. But for many people, they bring something very different. Heartbreak. Maybe a breakup happened recently. Maybe someone you love is not around this year. Maybe you are surrounded by family, but feel more alone than ever. Or maybe the holidays amplify quiet hurts, the ones you keep tucked away the rest of the year. So, this is something that doesn't get enough attention. It's the emotional spiral that holiday heartbreak can trigger and how Brainspotting can help you interrupt it. Not cure it, not erase it, not magically make you over it by New Year's, but help you shift out of the tornado of overwhelm so you can feel grounded enough to move through this season with clarity, compassion, and breath. Holiday heartbreak is not just emotional pain, it's neurobiological disorientation. During the holidays, the brain is flooded with cues connected to memory, tradition, attachment, expectation, sensory imprinting, and the stories we tell ourselves about who we are supposed to be by the end of the year. Lights, smells, songs, gatherings, they all act like emotional portals. They activate networks in the midbrain where old experiences live. And when you're going through heartbreak, the nervous system interprets these cues as a threat. Something is wrong. I've lost something essential. I don't feel safe in my own body right now. That's when the spiral starts. Holiday heartbreak is rarely just about the breakup. It's about everything the breakup represents inside the nervous system. Loss of imagined future, rupture of routine, attachment destabilization, identity disruption, fear of repeating old patterns, grief that suddenly becomes louder in the stillness of winter. Brainspotting enters right here, at the level where pain is not just emotional, it's sensory, procedural, and stored. Brainspotting is a therapeutic modality that works with the idea that your gaze, the direction you look, connects to activation points in the brain, not metaphorically, literally. When something painful or overwhelming happens, the body encodes it. The eyes freeze in micro positions, the muscles contract, and the nervous system capsules the experience. Those capsules can stay unprocessed for years. Brainspotting uses eye position, felt sense, attunement, mind-body awareness to locate the specific spot where your system is holding unfinished emotional material. You don't have to retell the entire story. You don't have to explain every detail. You don't have to relive the trauma. You simply connect with a point where your system is activated and stay with it with support. It's a way of letting the brain process what it never had the capacity to finish in the moment. When applied to heartbreak, especially around the holidays, Brainspotting can give the nervous system a way to metabolize the overwhelm that often feels unbearable. Heartbreak activates multiple systems at once. And this is kind of how spirals can happen. So the attachment system. Your brain is wired to bond. When that bond is disrupted, you experience real neurochemical withdrawal. The default mode network. This is the part of the brain that replays memories, rehearses conversations, and loops on what ifs. The orienting reflex. Your eyes naturally search the environment for safety. familiarity, cues of connection. During heartbreak, this reflex activates repeatedly, especially during family gatherings or moments of stillness. The interoceptive system. You feel heartbreak in your chest, stomach, throat, breath. The brain interprets this physical dysregulation as emotional threat. When these systems fire together, your mind can enter catastrophizing, rumination, self-blame, emotional flooding, impulsive urges, longing mixed with shame, intrusive nostalgia. The spiral is not irrational. It is your nervous system asking for help. And this is where Brainspotting's strength becomes clear. It gives the nervous system the window it needs to downshift. Brainspotting doesn't try to talk you out of your feelings. It does not challenge thoughts. It does not tell you to journal it away or stay positive. It acknowledges heartbreak as a physiological event intertwined with emotion. Here is what happens in a Brainspotting session during holiday heartbreak. 1. You activate the location, not the story, the sensation, the spot in your body where heartbreak lives. 2. You find the eye position that intensifies or softens that sensation. This is your brain spot, a doorway into the network where the emotional spiral originates. 3. Your therapist attunes to you, your breath, your pace, your micro expressions. The relational safety is what allows the nervous system to reorganize. 4. You stay with it, gently, curiously, without forcing anything. 5. Processing emerges on its own timeline. Sometimes it looks like trembling, warmth or cold, waves of grief, spontaneous memory, emotional release, clarity, stillness. Other times it's quiet, subtle, internal. It's not about breakthrough moments. It's about giving the midbrain a chance to complete a process that got stuck, especially during the holidays when overwhelm is already high. Brainspotting can help create more internal space, more resilience, more breath. Heartbreak around the holidays has predictable patterns. Brainspotting can support your system through many of them. 1. The empty chair. Whether someone is no longer in your life due to a breakup, estrangement, or loss, Brainspotting can help you access the grief beneath the silence. 2. Social comparison. Seeing other people celebrate can intensify shame or fear of inadequacy. Brainspotting helps interrupt the cognitive emotional loop of, why not me? The anniversary reaction, number 3. Holidays act like timestamps. Your brain replays the past year, often with self-criticism. Brainspotting helps the system process the emotional residue, not just the memory. 4. Loneliness in a full room. This is one of the most painful holiday experiences. Brainspotting helps integrate the gap between external belonging and internal disconnection. 5. The urge to reach out. Texting an ex for relief is human, not weak. Brainspotting helps regulate the longing behind the impulse so the decision is not driven by distress. 6. The pressure to be fine. Brainspotting can help the internalized expectation that you need to perform happiness for others. None of these are solved instantly, but they become more navigatable when the nervous system is not overwhelmed. So imagine this. You're sitting with a therapist who isn't asking you to justify your feelings. You are not rehashing the breakup. You are not analyzing the past. You are simply tuning into where the heartbreak lives in your body, whether your breath tightens or expands, what direction your eyes naturally drift toward, how your system responds to internal attention. The room gets quiet. Your nervous system begins to express itself, not through words, but through sensations. Maybe a memory surfaces. Maybe nothing happens for a few minutes. Maybe your chest unclenches a little. Maybe tears come unexpectedly. This is not catharsis for catharsis' sake. It's your brain integrating what felt fragmented. The goal is not to heal your heartbreak in one session. It is to give your nervous system a way to reorganize itself so the overwhelm does not take over. If you are moving through heartbreak right now, especially during the holidays, I want to say this clearly. You are not broken. Your reaction makes sense. Your nervous system is doing its best to manage something that feels too big, too sudden, or too lonely. Brainspotting is not a quick fix, and it is not a promise. It is an invitation and an intervention for your system to breathe, to settle, and to process what it was never given the chance to perhaps process before. And if this season is hard for you, you deserve gentleness, not pressure, space, not performance, support, not silence. Holiday heartbreak is real, and you don't have to move through it alone. To find a Brainspotting therapist in your area, you can use the directory on the Brainspotting official website at www.brainspotting.com. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only. It is not to be mistaken for any mental health advice or a replacement for therapy. However, it is intended to provide information on how Brainspotting works in order to determine if it is right for you in consultation with a licensed mental health provider in your area.